Chris Hurley. I'm with MK Russell & Abbott Heating and Air. We go out and routinely maintain heating and air conditioning systems. Today, we're going to look at this heat pump system. The outdoor unit hasn't been maintained in years. We're going to ask Taylor and Mike to clean this and properly maintain it. We're going to show you some of the things that they go through when they're doing that. One of the first things that they'll do is to pull this panel off, and that will give us access to the electrical components and all the things that operate the machine. If we look where Taylor just took the cover from, we see inside this machine, and we've got spider webs, we've got critters that have been in here. This is called a contactor. It's a fancy name for a light switch. Just like the light switch in your house flips the lights off and on, it's what makes the compressor run. The contacts are most likely pitted in the back, and it's time to replace that. So as part of our routine maintenance, we're going to suggest, and in fact today, we're going to change that contactor. Taylor's taking an amperage reading, which is an indicator of how much electricity this machine is using. This is actually what we pay for to cool your house. This is unfiltered air coming into here. And any of this debris that we don't clean can come back in and clog those coils. And we'll see that in just a minute when we clean the coils. Mike and Taylor are going to pull the cover off of this machine. They're going to pull all the side panels off, and they're going to expose that coil on the inside so we can access it to clean it. We look down in the machine that we've just opened up, and it's clear that there's leaves and debris down in this, and even a bunch of dirt. Those leaves have now turned into dirt and mulched on us. We need to get that cleaned out. Mike and Taylor have cleaned the unit out by hand. They've pulled all the compost out of the bottom. You can see the debris on this unit almost looks like hair. It's a blanket of dirt. So we're going to chemically clean this unit. We'll be using a garden hose and a chemical cleaner, and you'll be able to visually see how much dirt comes out of this machine. So Mike and Taylor have put a chemical-based coil cleaner on this machine. It's designed to have a chemical reaction with this acid-based cleaner, and you can see on the inside of the unit that it foams up. On the outside of the unit, the machine's so dirty that it can't even get through the dirt to cause a reaction. What we're going to do now is we're going to clean this with a garden hose and rinse some of that coil cleaner, and you'll see the water coming through being very dirty, and eventually you'll see it coming through clean, and you should see a phenomenal change in how this coil works. Mike and Taylor have applied a chemical cleaning to this machine twice. They've rinsed it twice. They've gotten a lot of the surface debris off of it, a lot of the dirt out of it. But now with this third foaming, this third application of the chemical, we really see the foaming effect and how it's pulling the dirt out of this. That coil is about this thick, and it gets debris in between those little fins. And so what's happening now is we're cleaning the last of the debris out. And we're really going to see the change in this as we rinse. So this machine's been thoroughly cleaned now. It took a few applications, but you can tell the difference here on the front. The air is going to flow through that easily. The debris has gone out of the bottom. The compost isn't here anymore. Most of this was organic material, and we certainly don't have to do chemical cleanings every year. A well-maintained system, once a year we'll just take a garden hose and clean the worst of that out. Chemical cleanings, while not common, are however sometimes needed. It's going to transfer heat better, it's going to cool the house better, and it's going to cost less to operate. So Mike and Taylor, let's put this thing together, please. Going back to our amp meter, we can see that we've decreased the amperage that this machine is using. We're hovering around 10. We were higher than that before, so now we can prove and we know we're using less energy just by cleaning the machine. Freon is a sealed system inside of a heating and air conditioning system, and constantly adding Freon would be like constantly adding air to your tire. It's just not something we need to do. So we're getting this system back to manufacturer specs, and it's going to run like a brand new machine.